I'd like to talk to you now, if I may, about effective advertising. Effective advertising as opposed to the advertising that many businesses do. Advertising's a very difficult cookie to crack. Advertising effectively can be incredibly rewarding. You look at the industry as a whole, it's a multi-billion pound a year industry. And yet when you talk to small businesses, they all say, well, advertising in our industry doesn't work. When you notice, in actual fact, there's a business down the road and creating an incredible amount of business through their advertising, you realise that it does work. It just means that the advertising that the particular small business has tried has not worked. One of the problems with advertising is the quantification of it, understanding what's working and what's not. The next problem, I'd say, and probably the biggest problem, is the effectiveness of the headline of the advert. There's a saying in marketing that the headline is the advert for the advert. And I believe that's really true. The effectiveness of a headline in creating interest in whatever it is you're selling is absolutely paramount. Statistics apparently state that about 70% of the effectiveness of any advert is in the actual headline. I would think that probably the best piece of advice I could probably give to anybody listening to this video is to test different headlines. If you examine how we read a newspaper, all we're doing is looking across the headlines. We're scanning the articles to see if we can find something that's of interest to us. So, make sure you try different headlines. Try alternatives and make it a headline that's actually appealing to the people who are reading it. We had a client who sell very large, very expensive recycling equipment. We're talking sort of £1.5 million, £2 million for one of these massive recycling machines. And they were advertising and selling into local authorities and advertising in various sort of magazines related to the subject. However, the problem was that the headline for the advert was actually the name of the company. They'd recognised that nobody knew the name of the company, and therefore the amount of business that was created was absolutely negligible. Not only that, but the headline, which again, just to reiterate, was the name of the company, was an actual Spanish company. So not only didn't people really recognise it in terms of what the advert was about, but they didn't understand what it was because it was in a foreign language. Total nightmare. And to be honest, we helped them to change that and made a much more powerful headline and started getting some real leads from that quarter-page ad. Now that company had been running that advert for years and years and years without it ever really pulling any business. They spent tens of thousands of pounds running that advert, and it had never, or so I was told, never ever even paid for itself. My question is always at that point, well, why do it? Why not try something else? Why not experiment with a different form of advertising? The next thing I can suppose I should talk about is something we call testing. Testing different aspects of the advert to see if you can improve response. Testing the location, testing the media, testing the size of the advert, testing the use of colour, testing the addition of pictures, testing the offer, testing the close. Because if you think about advertising, it's just salesmanship in print. We need a great introduction, we need good body copy, we need a good advert, and we need a call to action. Tell people what you want them to do, whether it's to phone this number, to go to the website, whatever it is. Instruct them, lead them and guide them to the result that you're wanting to achieve. Some people say to me, well, how many words do I want on there, Steve? I don't want an advert that's covered in words. And I agree, you don't. But what you do want is for people to have a good understanding. I like the use of bullets personally. They're easy to read, they're simple, I can read them quickly. Certainly not too many bullets, but bullets are a great way. Dependent on your market, money back offers, discount offers, guarantees. If you can guarantee something will happen, guarantee that you'll turn up on time, that you'll deliver, that you'll give 100% money back guarantee if I'm not happy once I've purchased, that can help to significantly increase the response rates also. So once again, there's a whole variety of different things that you can test within any advertising campaign to make sure that the money that you're spending is working as effectively as possible. Please also make sure that you take a listen to the video on quantification, because this is a real key to effective advertising, to quantify it and then test and try and look for improvement in that advertising so that you can get the best possible return on investment from every marketing pound that you spend. This is Steve Mills from Max Marketing saying thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed my short video on advertising. I hope you found it of value, but most of all I hope that you really use some of the tools that I have discussed. Thanks very much. Bye.